What up, Dashers? My friends out there. I am Chad, and today we are exploring the adventures of the glow-in-the-dark lava lamp. Now, just to make sure to verify, this isn't really the lava chemical that some people might be confused with. This is a much smaller version. Kick on my hat. This is a much smaller. Hold on, let me adjust my hat so you can see its actual color. It's like right there. That's its actual color, real life color. It's just kind of this. Well, you guys kind of have a teal going on, but it's actually this lime green. It's nice, rich lime green. So I got this thing over in Reno. There was a shopping mall that was down there. One of the first times I've actually been to one of a full-size shopping mall. I mean, we kind of got a mall set up down here, but it's more of a strip mall. I mean, it's just little shops on the little street or whatever. And you'll notice I didn't even reveal any information as to what we are, which is still forbidden, as the last time I recall. So, anyway, it's a small little. Well, of course, my surroundings are dark because I'm sitting in the kitchen and the lamp in the living room is not shining over here. It's blocked by the counter. So I will move underneath the lamp just to give you an idea of what it actually looks like. There, that's a much better idea of what he actually looks like. So like I said, I got this little guy at the shopping mall. Sorry, excuse the fingers that are appearing on the side of the screen. So, yeah. Small little nifty thing. Now, he's not the only one that I have. I actually do have a full-size version. I actually have the legitimate true version, which is currently already warming up. Yeah, you can see the wax is already taken off. It's done the coning thing that they said that it always does, which is normal. That's what it's supposed to do, because it's got to start the cycle somehow. So anyway, this little guy, instead of having that water with the wax, the typical lava contents, this little guy has slime in him. Good old-fashioned slime. He really does. So this slime has been embedded with the typical glow-in-the-dark chemical, or whatever it is, whatever they put into glow-in-the-dark objects that make them. He's got the type that, well, as far as I know, there's two different types of glow products. There's ones that are just a one-time use, and you have to kind of make them crack to ignite them. And then there's others that are basically solar, practically. I mean, they run off of lamps. You basically blast them with a ton of light during the day, and then at night, you kill all the lights, and then you just watch as the thing just illuminates, for a certain amount of time, depending upon how well you charged them up. So that's pretty much what this guy is. I'm pretty sure if I were to pop it now, he should glow. If I get it right up. For some reason, you guys can't see it. Maybe if I turn him around. It's a very, very short range. He's right in front of the camera, by the way. I think it's my screen brightness. My screen brightness is at 60, but anyway, he's like right in front right now. He's right in front of the camera. He technically should be glowing it right now. You guys should be able to see it, but I'm pretty sure it's probably my screen brightness right now, so I can't see it. But I'm hoping that you guys can. So anyway, yeah, this guy, he's filled with slime. The slime's been equipped with the glow-in-the-dark solution. It's totally safe. It's safe to touch him. know, to touch the slime. It's designed to be opened. Hang on, let me go get a stand to prop you guys up. Okay, so it should be over here. I think, right? You guys. Shucks, maybe if I rotate. No, if I rotate it, it goes really wonky. That's what I remember from the Super Mario Brothers, you know, least levels possible playthrough. It got really wonky for you guys. You wouldn't be able to watch it on the laptop. You'd have to watch it on the mobile. You'd have to use the same kind of device as I do. You'd have to lock the screen and then rotate your device. Maybe this will. Something's got to give you guys a good view. Well, my stand is adjustable. Maybe if I can kick you guys down a little bit. Okay, well now I just need the light source over there. Okay. So what he is you basically... Oh, you guys are way too close. So you basically take the top and the bottom, well, upright, looking at it this way. The top part is supposed to turn counterclockwise. The bottom, you know, when you're looking at it like this, you turn it this way. Whoops. And you got to be careful. You want to do it upside down, because this slime can escape if the cover comes off. Because you first have to take that off, and then you have to take this little tab, this plate off. And so what I do is I grab it by these little prongs that are sticking out. I pull up, and then that releases the cap. Now when I'm playing with him, I have this little Tupperware, because slime is sticky, and it can get the junk from the carpet stuck into it, and I don't want to ruin this. I don't want to have it loaded up with a bunch of junk and then it doesn't work. It doesn't glow as bright because it's got all this dirt in the way. You know, and it's just not very efficient. Yeah, it's completely safe. I mean, I've been playing with this all day. Yeah, I've been playing with this little guy all day. Yeah, and if you want to, you can take him out of the lamp. You can completely remove him. It's totally safe. Let me get into range. See, I'll tip him into the container, or I'll put him into my hand and just pour him out. You know, you gotta be. Well, the thing is keeping it all. Make sure it all comes out together, because it can get stuck to the jar. So if you spin it, just right. Oop, oh, there he goes. Yeah, nice big blob of slime. So you can play with it, you can tear it, and, you know, just glob it everywhere. It's completely fun. It's completely safe. You know, it does get you wet though. Gotta dry off. I think my mom's coming home in a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna put it back. You just, you know, tip the container. You might have to finger it at the corner, and then its own weight will pull itself back in. It will bubble and gurgle. You know, it's like bubbles coming through water. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Just water with a special chemical added into it. So you just put the top back on, or the plate. Take the bottom, screw it back in. When you pop the lights, it should glow. Maybe you can see that. Maybe. Can you guys see that? If you guys can't, I am terribly sorry. I have no control over the brightness of this slime. Okay, I'm having trouble finding the lamp switch. There it is. But anyway, yeah, that is my introduction of the slime lava lamp that glows in the dark. I just want to get I don't know if my mom's home. I hope she's not. I'll probably play around with it some more. So yeah, Tupperware container. Pop it. Take a little tab out. If you haven't disturbed it for a while, it's a little bit harder to take it off because it gets stuck. Sometimes it generates a bubble. You should be able to just pop that if you like grab it like this and then pull it and it tears itself. But then you get the slime stuck to you, but you can just scrape it off on the bottom of the drawer, and then it should re-stick to the rest of the slime once you like nudge it in. It should stay with the rest. It comes the way it was when you got it. Yeah, just pour it back out. Yeah, it's completely safe. I've played with this and I haven't had any negative effects to my hands because I've scrubbed this sucker good in my hands. I've played with it. Yeah, you just mix them around, you know. Evidently, I thought like the more you mix them, the brighter he glows when you put him back in. No, it's actually the more you charge him up. Apparently, he's one like those bulb charged one. Glow in the dark solution is what he has installed. So yeah, you can tear them and stick them back together. You can just get them all over the place. But I do it all over the container. You know, it's just kind of a fun, gooey fidget. So yeah, you can just tear them and just glop them around, and you can get them everywhere. You know, you should be able to just peel them off in one big layer. It should come off. It just depends upon how much you've been fiddling with them and where you got him on your hands. You know, it just determines how he comes off. And I know I'm talking to it as it's male, and you know, you gotta refer to it somehow. You have to. You can build up in your clothes though, so I wouldn't recommend, you know, rubbing it on on your jeans like I'm doing. I'd take a towel whenever you want to play with this. Yeah, we're at 12 minutes. Just fiddle with it. You know, it makes splopping noises in the container. I don't know if you can hear it. Oh, there it goes. I saw a bar on the volume bar. My phone tells me when it hears a noise. And it tells me how loud that noise was. I guess like how many megahertz or whatever of noise it was. Or however however humans have programmed recording devices to measure things. Or to view it. But yeah. You know, you can take the top, you know, you can take the cap and you can make a dent mark in him. I've done that. Because it's kind of like Play-Doh. It kind of holds its shape a bit. Because it's sticky. So it likes to hold its shape. Quite often, you can take the cap and throw it in there. You can basically submerge. Basically throw just like flat, inanimate, you know, non-hinged objects in this. You can just pull them out in one piece. It won't harm them. You know, I mean, you can take the bottom and you can just plop it in there for a second. It won't hurt it. Take the tip, smack it with it. You know, you just put dent marks in. You can just take your hand, scrub them out. And then when all's said and done, you just pour them back into the cup. Or into the top of the lamp. Yeah, see, it gets stuck to the container. So you can see it, it's way up there. Oh, probably shouldn't do that. Yeah. If I can just get that spot so I can peel this. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, once it gets going, Next thing you know, the whole thing will fall. It'll go to where you're taking it. It just takes off because it can't support its own weight if it's got a ton of itself everywhere. I mean, in big quantities. Tons of strength on itself. It jerks itself around. If one bar goes, it kind of almost all wants to go. Yeah. Part all back in there. Put the little plate back in. The bottom back on. And it's back into its glowstone. Glowstone. Minecraft. Oop, sometimes you get bubbles inside. I don't like that. I think I'm losing slime. I think that's less slime than there was before. Yeah, every time you play with it, you kind of lose a little bit of slime because it gets on your hands, and then you wipe it off, and then, well, that's slime that just went bye-bye. So kind of the trick is to not play with it so much. To keep it. It's kind of one of those things, if like you're really good at, if you're a really big collector, you kind of want to keep it in one piece. So the only way, rare items, you just don't want to use them. You just want to keep them locked up in a safe, so that way they'll last. It's kind of like with this thing. You really don't want to play with it because every time you play with it, you lose a little bit. So you kind of want to play with it as sparingly as possible because otherwise you just lose too much and it's no longer really usable. You just can't do anything with it anymore. It's just not, you just don't have enough slime. But yeah. See, I got a big bubble right there. See if I can kill that. Dang, that is really stuck in there. Oh, there. Oh, I want something. Yeah. Completely harmless. Completely harmless slime. I mean, I don't know about different types of slime, but this one's definitely harmless. And yeah, I think for tonight and pretty much the rest of the time when I have this, I'm just going to keep it in the lamp and then keep the lamp sitting in the container. So yeah, it does have a structural failure because I've had many different things that have that. I've had my glasses have a structural failure. Actually, it was my HD glasses. All of a sudden, this apparently couldn't hold itself anymore. Like somewhere along here, and it snapped in half. I don't know why. I've had another pair of glasses that did that. It broke. I don't know what just went in my mouth. I've had it break at the nose, where the nose meets, like right here in the corner of the lens. I've had it just fall apart right there. It just had a structural failure and it just fell apart. So yeah, just in case if, there's like slime stuck on the carpet. Yep, I can feel some. Yeah, you really don't want to play with it too much because you lose slime every time you play with it. It gets on your hands, it gets absorbed, it gets on the container, and then not all of it comes back, and it just slowly starts to disappear, and it's really disappointing. But that's part of the flavor of life. As Resetti puts it, that's what makes life sweet. Is not everything goes the way you want it to. Sometimes you don't get what you want, and you just miss out. I prefer to think of it as that's what gives life flavor. So that people don't, look at me like, oh, all you think is, oh, as long as life sucks, then it's a life worth living. I don't want people to insult me that way. It's like, it gives it flavor. It gives it an adventure. It makes it, worth living. It makes it interesting. It makes your time, your efforts well spent. you know, if you're having to come across these challenges. That's why, you know, it's the way it is. So, yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure that they still have these. I mean, this is a skyling. It's engraved on the bottom. Yeah, you see that rough texture right there? A weird texture where the light is glaring on it. Here, let me pop my hat. Yeah, this is a skyling lamp. SCHYLLING. Skyling lava lamp. Which is made from glow-in-the-dark equipped sludge. Or slime, or whatever. Same thing. It's a gooey, you know, basically liquefied Play-Doh, basically. Basically liquid Play-Doh. I mean, it's pretty much what it is. I mean, it likes to stick to itself and it likes to stretch. Doesn't support itself very well. You know, and, you know, if there's too much on one side, you know, tipping off a cliff, it likes to all blop over there. You know, it likes to follow. Unless it gets forcefully torn apart, you know. It's nice and messy, but in a nice, you know, safe, clean, friendly way. Just nice and messy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I seriously would suggest getting one of these. They're totally worth their time. They're just probably not something you want to bring to school unless you know you do it in a room where there's nobody else in the room, or you know, you just, unless the only ones that are with you are friends that you know and trust, you know, that they're not going to mess with it. They're not going to try and swipe it, you know, just, possibly a potential fidget for somebody that might just want to feel something cool, moving around their fingers, you know, something liquid. Some liquid Play-Doh or whatnot, they just want to fiddle with it. Just feel its texture, you know. They like to swipe and, you know, wipe stuff off their hands, put it back in a container. Then ultimately this would be the definite choice, because it's all of that. It glows in the dark. It's got texture. It likes to get stuck to stuff. You know, if you spend time wiping it off, you can put it back in the container. You can pour it out, mix it around, just play with it. It's a fun thing. I'm hoping somebody might consider this, you know, in addition to the fidget spinners that are out there. You know, maybe somebody might just want to play with one of these. You know, just crack it open. Just, you know, every now and then, just be, you know, guts and glory. Just bravely stick your finger in there. Just poke this slime. You know, just, you know, I don't know. Deep breath before the plunge. You know, just, all right, here we go. You know, the moment of truth. Here we go. Just dive in and attack. You know, just charge to war. Just charge and show the world how brave you are. What you're willing to face. You know, I gotta adjust this slime again. It got stuck. Okay, there it goes. And it generated another bubble. Nice big steamy bubble. Oh, I popped it. Not the way that I was intending to, but I guess that works. The ultimate trick of flipping it upside down is to do a slow transition. That is, if you're going from upside down to right side up, don't jump the gun. Just kind of give it a roll. Like this. Just let the air flow. Let the air move. You know, you want to kind of move it around a little bit. You know, shake it a little bit. You know. Eventually. Ta-da! Alright, let's get to the 25-minute mark. I know what my phone likes to do to these videos, so I will see you guys later. Peace.